So question two, Samir, if it is substantiated by the West, do you believe that the Indian government at that point, it would be appropriate for them to proceed with an investigation?
Look, if it is substantiated, I think the Foreign Minister of India has gone on record that, of course, why will we not engage with it? If you are giving us something which is substantive, we will engage with it. But I do not believe the Canadians have deemed it even fit to share that so-called purported evidence in any significant manner with the counterparts. So I think
Understood.
there is an obfuscation of something, and I don't know why. I am worried about why now and for what purpose. Friends don't do this in public. The Canadian foreign minister just said yesterday that we have to have private conversations. This was something that should have always been in the private conversation mode. It should never have been brought into the public domain. And that is why I think there is something more that is happening which I'm not getting right now.
I've noticed that Modi's response has been very widely and strongly supported in India, not just by his own party, but also by the Sikh community, and also by the opposition, by the Congress party. So I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about that, because, politics are pretty divisive in India. It's unusual when you have everybody agreeing on something.
I mean, that's one good thing Trudeau has done through his many years of being the Prime Minister of Canada, created a moment of Indian unity. I think he doesn't have too much else to write home about. But having said that, look, I started by saying this is a deeply problematic movement for people in India. And this is something that troubles all of us across the length and breadth of this country. There is going to be no compromise on this matter. There is going to be no looking away from the challenge that this is posing to us. So in India, either way as it goes, the Prime Minister has support. And I think that's important. He did not make this, he did not want this, but since it has come out, he is not going to lose anything from Trudeau going public. That's the point I'm trying to make.
How far might this go? Because again, as you say, the domestic politics only point in one direction. Do you think that we could end up with a cutting off of diplomatic ties between Canada and India, a severing of the economic relationship? It's not the biggest in the world, but there's a lot of portfolio investment as well. I mean, where do you see this going?
No, I think that would be disastrous for both countries. I hope there's a off-ramp, and I think rather than Five Eyes, in this case, behaving like the eyes, they should be actually investing in finding a way to pacify the situation and move on, and try to get both parties to get into a side room and find ways of dealing with this situation. Canada is a very big investor in India. Canadian pension funds have invested in our roads and highways and ports, and something that has been one of India's stellar successes in the last decade. And Canada has been a part of that story. And I don't think this is about India or Indians having any problems with Canada. I think it is Trudeau government's perverse politics that is now being brought into the spotlight in this part of the world. Canada and Canadians have very deep relationships, family ties, diasporic ties, people-to-people links. It's not just the Sikh communities in Canada, it's all communities in Canada. It's a very deep Indian diasporic link that defines the partnership. And for me, I don't see this as anything more than a troubled period of a few weeks, maybe a few months, before we actually see a renewed vigor in the bilaterals. I think perhaps we have ignored each other's concerns, and perhaps this is that moment which may make us more empathetic to what bothers the other. So
okay.
For me,
let's hope you're right about that.
This is the turning point. I hope this is the turning point.